For more on this development in the House of Representatives, let's speak with the Chairman, Public Accounts Committee, Bamidele Salam, who joins us live via Zoom from Abuja. Thank you for joining us. Well, looking at the oversight function of the House, why did it take lawmakers this long to initiate this bill?
Well, it didn't take the 10th Assembly this long to initiate. If you are following the House, the motion that was moved to investigate this was carried sometime around September of last year. And this exercise started actually in October of last year. I was surprised to read in the media the word commence. It was a continuation. This actually commenced in October of 2023. We have had not less than 12 to 15 different ministries, departments, and agencies appear before the Public Accounts Committee to defend the COVID-19 expenditure. So what we started yesterday is actually a continuation. And if you check the records, if you also even Google, some of these news items for last year, you will find a report about what has transpired since October of last year when this investigative hearing began. So this is not, it didn't take the 10th Assembly any long, to start this investigation, which we're going to round off, very shortly. But the most important thing I must say is that, time doesn't run against the state when it comes to issue of accountability and transparency, and that even if it is 5-10 years after, people who administer public funds can actually be called upon at any point in time, to account for such, conduct.
I hear you.
In the administration of public funds.
I hear you. And you will agree that there have been several investigations, many of them actually launched by the National Assembly in the past. And more often than not, it was little or nothing achieved. Do you foresee any actions, or would this particular investigation go the way of others?
Well, again, we have to understand the import of the presidential system of government, which entrenches separation of power. The National Assembly has the power to investigate, and that power results into recommendations for the enforcement of the laws, which govern conduct of public officers. So ours is to investigate, and all those previous committees you spoke about most probably also made their recommendations. These recommendations, when they come out in form of resolution, are passed to different agencies of government, such as the EFCC, the ICPC, the Nigeria Police, and any other arm of the executive that has the powers to, apprehend persons who have been found guilty or implement specific provisions of the resolutions of the House. But I want to assure you that, we are going to see through to the recommendations that will be coming out of this investigation. That is why we made that very clear.
Yes. What efforts are you willing to put to see that this probe is pursued to the latter, and that, you take action along with the executive to ensure implementation of the resolution that your committee put out?
Well, the National Assembly, especially the Public Accounts Committee, is always ready to work together with the executive to ensure that we implement our laws. That's exactly what I'm saying. For example, the financial regulations specifically makes provision for some of the infractions that we have been seeing. Look at the instance of the Ministry of Trade and Investment, which got 75 billion naira as COVID intervention fund and never accounted for one kobo out of that. Or the disclosure by the Federal Minister of Health today that a sum of 10 billion naira, which was released to the Ministry of Health for the purpose of establishing the vaccine production outfit, had been there without being utilized and neither returned to the coffers of government. We have given, our orders that such money should be refunded to the coffers of government, and if anyone who is found liable refuses to refund such monies, definitely we are going to go the whole hog to take the next steps to ensure that sanctions are meted out to such public officers. Well, I can give you that assurance.
Nigerians will be watching to see how that unfolds. Chairman, House of Representatives, Public Accounts Committee, Bamidele Salam, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 7.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.